The converse of Pythagorean theorem. Remember, let's remind ourselves last semester, what does converse mean? Switch, right? So remember Pythagorean theorem is c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Do y'all agree with that? Okay. You can only use Pythagorean theorem if there's a right angle, if there's a 90-degree angle. And remember last week when we were using it, we would go across and label that c. The converse of Pythagorean theorem says if it's equal, then the triangle is right. But what if it's not equal? What if it's less than? Then it is acute. It's an acute triangle. And what if it is greater than? Then it is obtuse. So you are going to be using this equation to figure out what type of triangle you have. So this is going to be maybe 12 to 16 points on your test. Can I give you a triangle and you figure out what type it is? So first of all, the biggest thing I need you to know, and maybe can you write over here, maybe right up top, C is the biggest number. C is the biggest number. Right off the bat, that is something you need to know. C has to be the biggest. So please look up at my board. Example 1. What is the biggest number? 13. Everybody box that. That is C. And so what you're going to do is you are going to do 13 squared, and it doesn't matter which one's A or B, is what compared to the other 2 squared? 12 squared plus 5 squared. So I'm going to go into Desmos. And in Desmos, I'm just going to write these down. What is 13 squared? 169. What is 12 squared plus 5 squared? So they're both 169 and 169. How do these compare to each other? They are equal. If they are equal, what's my answer? It is right triangle. And that's what you're going to be expected to do on your test next week. I want you to do number 2. Go. Find your biggest number. Square it. Then the other 2, square them. Did y'all get 15 as the biggest number?
Yes.
And then we had 10 and 12? Mm-hmm. So I got 225 and then 244. Is that what y'all got? Mm-hmm. So how does 225 compare to 244? It is less than. So if it's less than, what type of triangle is this? Acute triangle. Now example 3, you're going to have to be careful. Which side is the biggest? 8 square root of 4. And if you're not sure, you can type these all in the calculator. If you're not sure which one's the biggest, you can type them all into the calculator to see which one gives you the biggest. I don't know why it would do 8 square root of 4. Which one gives you the biggest number? You are right, 16 is the biggest. When you square this, everybody look up, please. You need to do a parentheses on the outside, then squared. Otherwise, it'll give you the wrong answer. Because if you don't do a parentheses and you just do a squared, you see how it gives you 32? 32 is wrong. When you square these, you need oh, don't do it like that. You need what am I doing? Hold on. You need parentheses, then square. And it's 256. And so that's 256. So I'm going to do parentheses square root of 7 squared plus parentheses, what's the other one? 5 square root of 2. Oh, see how my parentheses is inside? I don't want that. I want it to be outside. Squared. So how does 256 compare to 57? Greater than. So this one was 8 square root of 4 squared compares to write that down, please. And if it's greater than, what is it? It's an obtuse triangle. You do this last one. Go. Put it in your calculator. Again, you have to have parentheses around it. And what do we notice about the last one? So what does that mean? It is a right triangle. That is what you were supposed to get out of the converse of Pythagorean theorem. We're going to go over this several times this week. You're going to see it on the review. And again, this is 12 points on the test. Typically, my people on my test get this all right or all wrong. You either know what you're doing or you have no idea. Do I have any questions before I move on? All right. Please put this to the side. I need your computers closed, please.